Double.
I think the referee was just reminding them there is a video review and it's working.
Oh, good news. Yeah, David, she likes to extend the first game. She likes to put a little bit of
Stroke to David.
time into the legs of her opponent.
Yeah, she likes to take the sting out of her opponent, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And she'll be disappointed because she hasn't really done that today. She looks a little, she can get a little bit edgy sometimes, considering how great a champion she is and how many titles she's won. I mean, she was just trying to win with her movement really in that first game, and it didn't. You know, Waters is too good a player for that.
1-0.
Yeah, Waters, very resilient player. I think she was using the straight line, the straight ball hard from the front quite well against Nicole. You see Nicole David shifting over there, but she's being kept honest by Waters.
Well, Waters won't like me saying that the record is 25-2 to Nicole David, but they have been playing for so many years, and you've got to say most players have got a big fat 0 at the end of the head-to-head.
So yeah.
So it's testament really that she's got 2 wins, and also a lot of the losses have been very tough matches. Very tough matches.
Oh yeah, definitely. Waters is one of those players that you're never going to have an easy match against.
3-1.
Even when Nicole David was at, you know, on that inner #1 slot for so many years.
Yeah, there's quite a few tough 3-1s there. You can see over the years, and in major semi-finals and quarter-finals as well.
Stroke to David.
Again, I think possibly a lift there would have been just the trick. So we've seen David try this strategy before against Waters of the serve, just kind of making it very slow, not quite the lob with the snow on it, but so that Waters has to generate the pace of her return straight away. And she does like to hit hard, but it's that in-between serve that's troubled her in the past, definitely.
Again there, just as she's clipped Nicole David, that's going to hurt a little bit. Not just because she's been hit, but she's lost the point. Oh well, I do apologise. I thought she'd hit Nicole David, but she actually was trying to make excuses for Alison Waters, but she just hit it into the tin, basically, mistimed it. Tell you what though, Alison Waters is looking very confident here.
She's moving very well, isn't she? And that always gives you a lot of confidence as a player. If you're on the tee, you're feeling relaxed and alert. You're feeling that, you know, whatever you throw at me, I've got this. It's a huge confidence booster.
But I agree with you. The difference is, I think Nicole was moving well in the first, but she was kind of reacting a lot, looking a little bit nervous, and her shots weren't she wasn't balanced and playing accurate shots, whereas Alison Waters is using her movement very positively, and it's coming through in the shot as well.
As we see a lot of action up and down this left wall. Waters just biding her time, and there she gets it. Cut down on that ball just a little bit.
Yes, left.
I think Waters will be a little bit cross with herself for that.
5-3, left side, please.
Had David on the run.
Left.
that's a great
Didn't
bow
even
from
see
Alison
it.
Waters. Wonderful.
6-3.
Great skill there. I mean, Nicole David's drive down the wall was a little bit tighter than it has been, but half volley from Waters. No chance for Nicole.
Waters looking so strong right now. She is making all the plays. She's doing the playbook. David is reacting to things as they happen. So she has to, I mean, aided by that
Hand out.
little gift there, but
4-6.
if David wants to look in this match, she's going to have to turn it around and take back the control. And I'm going to say part of it
Yes, led.
for me would be a little bit of that lift using that front wall. It hasn't been
4-6.
used. The height on the front wall hasn't been used.
Absolutely, and it's quite unusual for Nicole David not to be utilising the whole of the front wall. I just don't think she looks very comfortable tonight. Perhaps been a little bit too easy in the run into this match, and then just jumping up quite a level really.
Yeah, it's been.
Against
I mean,
Waters.
yesterday she came through Joey Chan, 2 tiebreakers nonetheless, but Joey Chan does not play at the pace of Alison Waters. Waters just reading that. Nicole David somehow manages to get it back, but
Hand out.
just in the middle of the
7-4.
court. Waters is not going to be given to around that centre line for nothing. She's going to go straight in.
Well, she's just the better player at the moment, isn't she? It's quite clear. Nicole David really does have to lift her game to get into this
Yes, led.
match.
7-4.
I would agree with you. I think that Nicole David has to use a few more lobs, use utilise the front wall, but also be a bit more attacking at times with her drives.
Well up. 8-4. Down.
Again, David quite lucky to get away with that.
Down.
That volley
5-8.
was just kind of jabbed in, and we've said it before on this court, it's too high. Alison Waters coming in and cutting underneath the ball.
Yeah, it wasn't just high, it was clipping the sidewall as well. She's still not finding the precision that we used to.
And she's under immense pressure right now.
I mean, of course, Nicole's not like a Raneem or a Shabini, that type of makeup. Or she's just she's an incredible mover and incredible between the ears,
6-8.
and usually hits precise lines, but that's just not happening tonight. She's also an amazing fighter, and when she's not playing well, she's won a lot of matches, and that's what champions do.
There's a great book called Winning Ugly by Brad Gilbert. And sometimes it doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's so many champions in many sports that could tell you stories about some of the victories they've claimed that no one would ever believe, and that's a nice bit of luck there for Nicole David.
7-8.
She kind of needed it because
She did.
Things just aren't going great. And her opponents in great form here. There's better line and length here from Nicole. Chance here.
Stays in, just.
Down.
Ooh, a little bit ambitious there, really. It was very, very tight, clinging to the wall at the back of the court, and Alison Waters has elected to go for a long drop shot. Difficult at the best of times, and not least when the ball's so tight.
This is an interesting time. Alison Waters was all over that first part of the first game, or second game, this one.
Yeah, it's absolutely crucial, of course, for both players.
Well, yeah, well, I feel she's just let Nicole David back in.
She has. She definitely has. And Nicole David, you can see her movement has picked up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not only the scoreline, it's a kind of a shift. You can just sense it. There's a little bit more urgency from the Malaysian.
Absolutely, the momentum's changed here. It shifted, and Nicole David bouncing the ball before the lob serve. Straight onto the racket, though, of Alison Waters. And that's cheap. And you can see, we very rarely see that. Alison Waters
Waters, please keep your racket.
Getting angry with herself and a racket, bouncing it on the floor. And, well, she's furious, absolutely furious with herself.
Well, she is. She's lost 6 points on the trot.
Absolutely, and she's now 2 game balls down to Nicole David. Chance to equalise for the Malaysian. Down, just rushed it a little bit. Perhaps maybe wasn't quite balanced as well.
Yeah, David spent a lot of time in that rally reacting to what Waters was doing. So we saw that flip again back to the strategy that worked well for Waters up until 8-4. And then when she had the chance, she made the error. So I wonder, will that have a dent in the confidence of David?
Absolutely. Well, I think she was clear there. It was a poor shot from Waters, but I think she got out of the way quick enough here. And in my view, should remain a let, but that was my first thought. Yeah, I think she's clear. By the time that Nicole David can actually play this ball, she's clear. She's on the tee. Yeah,
I'm going to agree with you there. It's always useful having it from this angle. But again, she had plenty of room on that front wall.
Decision upheld.
So the video referee agrees with us both.
9-10. Game ball.
That ball, and another chance here for Alison Waters to pull it back to a tie break, potentially.
Well, it's going to be absolutely massive psychologically if Waters can get through this. To have it and to lose the lead.
Well, look how much better Nicole David is hitting the ball. She's really following through now a lot better on that backhand side. The ball is travelling to the back of the court. It's also a bit nearer to the sidewall.
Well, and the pace is changing slightly too. She's mixing it up with a bit of medium pace rather than just trying to hit.
Well, that's a good recovery from Waters. And again, good defensive play.
Yes, led.
Yeah, it's slightly loose, but she was clear.
9-10, game ball.
And these are the times when somebody just has to be a little bit brave, obviously patient as well, but
Great
go
angle.
for it. Go for the shot when it's on.
And your money would be on. Waters has got to take this in.
That's a good dig there. Oh, interesting improvisation.
You see this time and time again.
Oh,
David
wow.
on the back foot and somehow manages to just turn it around.
Massive sigh of relief there for
David.
Nicole David
One
as
game
the ball goes into the tin from the racket of Alison Waters. And we've got a match on our hands. So Nicole David just edges the second game, 11-9 in 17 minutes, and equalises. The score is 1-1 after 29 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's time to sit back and relax and watch some high quality squash. It looked all Alison Waters and it was curtains for Nicole David. She got that great lead, a 4-point lead at 8-4 at one point, and then just errors started to creep into her game. David definitely started hitting the better lines. She was getting Waters deep into that backhand corner. And it was just a better quality from David towards the end of it. Huge game for Waters. She needed it. But that tin at the end, she won't be happy with that.